Good morning. This is Tracy with Totally Trace, and I am here and I'm going to do a card. How many days till Christmas? Not very many. I'm trying to think of the date really quickly. Okay, today's the 20th, 5 days till Christmas. So I am here with your last minute fix because if you forgot somebody, or maybe you've just run out of time, I'm going to show you how to make an easy gift card holder. You might recognize the template. So on Thursday, I shared a Throwback Thursday reel where I created a gift card holder. It was actually one I created last year and I just reposted the video and I know you're loving it. And so I am going to trace my own design and use different paper. And then if you are done with Christmas, well, don't worry because this could easily be changed into a New Year's. All right, so let's see. I'm just trying to get my side up. Okay, so if you are joining me live or catching the replay, please post in the comments. I always like to see who's here. And then if you like what you're seeing, I encourage you to share. Throw me a heart, throw me a thumbs up. All right, let's get started. So, hi, Linda. Okay. So again, if you saw my Throwback Thursday, I'm making the same card, but I'm using Modern Christmas Suite today. So it has the ornamental Christmas bundle, and then it has this paper. And I've just pulled out a few different ones to play with. And I'm going to use a black as my base. So here is what I have. I have a 5.5 by 4 1/4. So think of, let's get some light up here. There we go. Think of this as like your card base, except there's nothing folded. It's just the one piece. And then this piece is 8 1/4 by 4. And so I'm going to score this at 2 3/4 from each side. And again, this is going to make a gift card holder. Oh, and look at that. I just knocked that right off. So let me pop that back in. Okay. So I'm going to score it at 2 3/4 from each side. And I'm going to pull that trimmer out in just a minute because we are going to cut a piece. So now I'm just going to fold these score marks. And then I'm going to cut. Okay, now remember, visualizing is not my best thing. So I'm going to play around a little bit. I'm trying to grab one of my gift cards that I've got here. Okay, so I want this to go in that pocket. So this, all right, we're going to glue that down. So I'm going to cut from here to here. Okay, I think I've got it. So from the score mark, and then it really doesn't matter the angle. I'm just making it so that a gift card will fold into there. Oops, let's not score, let's cut. Okay, so that'll fit right in there. So we're going to glue that shut. And I'm just going to go around the edges here because, again, you want it to fold shut, but you want your gift card to fit in there too. You could use tear and tape, seal. I'm just going to use glue because we'll have the time for it to dry. Okay. So now the idea of this is we're going to use one designer series paper for the back. And I tend to use the busier one. And then this is going to get glued on the front with a more neutral. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to use this or this. So we'll see. So this I'm going to cut at 4 by 5 1/4. I love this paper. It's so pretty. And again, if I were making this as a New Year's Eve, I wouldn't use the Christmas trees. I would use this one and then put this on the front. Speaking of which, on next Saturday when I'm live with you, I will be making a hostess gift for a New Year's Eve party. So make sure you join me live then or catch the replay. Okay, so that's going to go there. And then let's just kind of see how this looks. This is super busy, but I'm going to cover it. So I think I'm going to go with this one. All right, and so I'm going to cut this piece down to 3 7/8 by 2 6/8. All right, so, you know, that doesn't sound right to me. So I'm just going to double check my measurements. So this one I want at 2 5/8. Oh, I guess I did want 6/8. All right, well, that's all right. We'll just make it so it's a 1/4 inch off. And then this way, oh, see, I was going to have that wrong. This way, we're going to go 3 3/4. All right, so it's going to look just like that. So 2 5/8 and 3 3/4 is what I cut. Now, this paper shows every glue mark, so I'm not going to use glue. Instead, I'm going to use my seal. Uh-oh, I see that red. I might run out here. Okay. And then I'm going to make a piece for the inside. So let's go 2 5/8 again by 3 3/4. And this just adds an extra, like, because I'm using black, I need to do this, but if you could do a different color, like if you had white as your background or a light color, you wouldn't need that, but it just adds an extra touch too. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to go to my bundle here and I'm going to add something to it. I really loved this ornament. So let's do the ornament. So I'm going to die cut that out of, let's do black and some embossing. All right, just going through my scraps here. Let's see if this will be big enough. Perfect. All right, so I'm just going to run this through my embossing. There we go. And I don't remember, does the Merry Christmas fit on there? No, so let's do 'Tis the Season. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to rub this with my embossing buddy and this. That's just going to make it so no extra stuff that you don't want doesn't stick. And then I'm going to stamp with Versamark. Put that in the tray and grab my gold embossing powder. Maybe. Oh, nope, that's silver. well, my gold is really missing, but that's okay. I've got a whole another pack here. So this is how the embossing powders come. You get 3 of them, gold, silver, and copper. And it really does, like Stampin' Up! Has the best embossing powder. Trust me, I know. I've got some cheaper stuff and I use it and I think, why did I buy that? Okay, we're just going to tap off the excess. And then I've got my heat gun. Some of you have been asking me if you don't have a heat gun, what you can use. Like, can you use a blow dryer? And no, the blow dryer doesn't get hot enough to change it. So you want to make sure you're actually using a gun. All right, and then I'm just going to use tweezers since this is small so I don't burn myself. Good morning, Jean. Okay. I think I like it just like that. All right, so now do I want to stamp anything on that? I do love this tree. Let's see how that looks. Oh, sure, let's do it. In fact, I might stamp off a little bit. And if we don't like it, I'll change it. So I'm just going to use black. So I've got my Memento ink. I like it. My black is looking a little weak. So yesterday with the kids, I made a scrapbooking station for them and they could make a scrapbook page or a card for their parents. And I only brought this black ink. And yep, they really used it, but it was cute what they created. So, all right, let's glue this. Hi, Terry. Okay. So again, if you saw my throwback Thursday on Thursday, obviously, you saw I already made this card, but I made it last year with the reindeer fun. And so I'm tracing myself today with making the exact same card, but using the Modern Christmas bundle. Okay, and now this is the black and gold baker's twine. It is gorgeous. I mean, I love all baker's twine, but this is extra pretty. But I do think that it's unorderable right now. And then I'm just going to tie a bow here. I feel like my left hand and right hand are backwards. There we go. Something just wasn't quite right. This feels better. Oh, I missed it. Let's try that again. Okay, and actually, I think I'm going to do a double. Just give it a little bit of extra oomph. Hands aren't working this morning. Yeah, it needed the double. Okay, so let's see if I can figure out, there we go. And so now we'll cut this. All right, so now what you're gonna do is this is going to get glued, and I think I'm actually going to pop it up on there. And you're just gonna do your best to center it. And then this is going to go right over that ribbon. So we're gonna trap that ribbon in there. And you could even put a piece over it if you want. All right, so that is how the card looks. And then they untie it and see how that ribbon's just trapped right in. Oh no, that wasn't very smart. Okay, so you need to make sure. I didn't think about that. Come on. Okay, we're gonna peel him completely off because I don't think he's gonna stick anymore. So I don't know if you saw the mistake I did. I'm gonna show you so that you don't make it. Is for this to open, I can't have my ornament going off the side. It has to be covered. There we go. So see, now it will actually open. And then where'd my gift card go? That goes right in there. And then of course you can tie it again. I probably shouldn't try and do this on camera. I promise it does tie though. I'm telling you, the camera being in the way. Okay, yes, I promise it ties. So Terry, you bought this paper and haven't used it. Oh, you'll save it for next year. Yeah, and then of course you have access to like my YouTube page. I post all of my videos there and they stay on there forever, whereas Facebook not necessarily. So you can get inspiration for it. Speaking of inspiration, I do have a new card class out. I know some of you have already grabbed it, the kit to make the cards. It's using the Brush with Beauty Suite, which speaking of beautiful paper, I am loving it. So you'll get the kit to make these 5 cards. In the kit, you'll get 6 of the 6x6 sheets of paper. You'll get 18 of these gems, and then all the cardstock is prepped for you. This one is my favorite, just this fun fold. And I did demonstrate these on Wednesday, so you can find that on my Facebook page or on my YouTube page. So you can see me making these cards. And the link to register for this class is in the comments. And then I'll also be doing reels all month long. I'll just give you a sneak peek of the one that's coming out on Monday because I love this card too. Again, the set just makes beautiful things. But I hope you were inspired to make that last minute gift. Again, this is your rescue for if you forgot somebody or you're running behind. Super easy to make. I gave you all the measurements throughout the video, and then I will be 2 Minute Tuesday. I'll be here. I won't be doing my Wednesday live because it is Christmas Eve and I'll have a house full of people. But I'll be back on Wednesday and I'll be doing a New Year's Eve hostess gift packaging of some sort for you. Oh, Linda used 3 packs of it. Wow. I would love to see what you created. All right, I will see all of you next time. Thanks for joining me today.